Ako, ang understanding ko is, andyan na rin eh, kasunod na soon. Yung kay Albayalde, kay Bato de la Rosa, ang dami pang iba dapat nakasama, pero hindi ko na muna papakalanan, no? Pero definitely, si Bato de la Rosa is the chief implementer of the war on drugs, no? Hindi naman mangyayari Oakland Tukhang nang hindi niya in-implement. Hindi naman mangyayari lahat yung mga police operations na pinagpapatay na lang yung mga inosente, katulad nila Kia de los Santos, nila Kulot, nila Carl Arnaiz, at napakarami pang ibang minoridad, mga bata, at mga taong walang kalaban-laban, no? So lahat yan ay nangyayari under their leadership, no? So ibig sabihin, as the chief implementers, kailangan sila rin ay, again, litisin. And ako naniniwala personally, no, na they should be held accountable. But what's the beauty here? The beauty here is they can still defend themselves in the ICC, and there will still be defense. Ako sabihin na nila akong bias, no? Meron pa akong bias kasi nakita ko first hand kung yung hirap ng mga pamilya until now na wala pa rin justisya. So yes, call me bias all you want, pero ano maganda dito, di ba? At least merong international institutions na nilitisan at bibigyan sila ng chance to defend themselves. I can be biased, but mahirap yata na sabihin ninyo yung mga taong yun, na third party people na wala namang kinalaman kay Duterte, walang kinalaman sa Pilipinas, walang kinalaman kahit ano doon sa mga biktima, bias. Kasi kung gano'n yung pagtingin ninyo, baka naman kayo na yung bias, di ba? So, but clearly, they will be given the chance to at least discuss their defenses in an international forum.
How about itong si former Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre? Kasi isa naging problema ng mga biktima, kaanak ng mga biktima ng mga panahon na yun, hirapan sila mag-file ng cases, di ba? Merong roadblocks at the level of the police, pati rin sa DOJ, of course, diba, sa mga prosecutors. Dapat pa bang mapanagot dyan si Vitaliano Aguirre?
Definitely, at my humble submission is the mere fact that there was no investigations under him, di ba? Parang in-enable. At maraming evidence na hindi lamang hindi makapag-file, but from based on reports and well-documented reports, were buried deliberately, and pieces of evidence were destroyed, no? Yun yung number one. Number two, hindi lang naman si Vitaliano Aguirre, di ba? Even in the testimony of Garma, even sila Bongo ay kasama, di ba? Yeah. So, alam naman natin na si Bongo, as Special Assistant to the President, acted as if he was the President. Lahat, di ba, dumadaan sa kanya lahat ng appointments. Sabi nila, di ba, based on reports na kuha natin, lahat ng mga appointments, lahat ng mga desisyon, lalong-lalo na if the President was nowhere to be found. You remember that I filed a case asking where the President is, di ba, questioning his health records, parang siya nalasing, na mag-press conference sa gabi noong panahon ng COVID. And sino raw ang gumagawa na lahat ng desisyon? Si Special Assistant to the President, Bongo, no? And according to Major Garma, this is not according to me, na nanggagaling yung funding, no, to implement the violent war on drugs. So, definitely, I think it's my humble submission that kasama rin siya.
How about si Alam Peter Cayetano, as Foreign Secretary, he had been defending the brutal drug war.
At kasi para siyang community, diba? At para siyang mouthpiece. Pero ngayon, ang sinasabi niya na isa raw siya ni Laila de Lima na against sa patayan. Pero lahat ng pronouncements niya enabled it. In fact, isa siya sa pinaka dumiin kay Laila de Lima doon sa hearings, di ba? Noong nilid na Laila de Lima. Isa siya sa pinaka nag-block noong extrajudicial killings hearings ni Laila de Lima. No? So, yung extent ng participation niya in terms of the implementation is something that we can see. But definitely, hindi pwede maghugas kamay si Alan Peter Cayetano na all of a sudden, parang bang human rights human rights defender siya. He was the primary defender of the violent war on drugs, no? At wala akong nakitang lungkot sa kanyang mga mukha noong nangyayari malawakang patayan. Wala akong nakitang move sa kanya para pigilan yung malawakang patayan. If anything, he was one of its main supporters.
Okay. Yung option na interim release habang nililitis itong case, is that really a viable option for former President Duterte?
Well, they will certainly file it. Pero kahit naman may interim release, hindi sila babalik sa Pilipinas. They will still be released in an area or possibly in a country that is still under the coercive jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court. That's first. So yung mga nag-wish pa dyan na hopefully makabalik siya sa Pilipinas, that is very unlikely until the case is finished. That's first. Secondly, kahit itatry nila yan, babalansihin kasi yan ng International Criminal Court based on the following, yung gravity of the offense. At ang pinakamalalang gravity ng offense yata ito, isa sa pinakamalala, is kay President Rodrigo Duterte. Kasi nga, ang accusations is widespread killing of civilian population, no? So, yung gravity of the offense pa lang, parang feeling ko, bagsak siya doon. Pangalawa, yung ability to tamper with evidence. Dahil powerful pa rin sila sa Pilipinas, kaya nga wala nakafile ng mga kaso dito, I think human rights groups will testify na he still has the ability to tamper with evidence once he's free. And number three, of course, is kung pwede niyang takutin yung mga witnesses, which is the case, right? Kaya ang hirap mahakuha ng mga witnesses, at kahit na magreklamo na kahit ng mga pamilya, ang sinasabi nila, ipagdarasal na lang nila, is because takot na takot sila kay Rodrigo Duterte dahil nga ang daming pinatay at parang killing is always an option, no? So because of these three things, I think it is highly unlikely highly unlikely for Rodrigo Duterte to be set free on interim release. While it is an option, and I'm sure they will try these three factors that are being considered always by the ICC. To me, would make it almost difficult, if not impossible, for them to get the kind of relief that they want.
How about his assets in the meantime? Meron bang pwedeng gawin dun yung ICC?
Dapat fini-freeze na yung assets, no? At i-freeze yung mga assets na yan. So, merong mga measures yung ICC na pwede silang mag-order, lalo na sa mga member states, no? Ng mga seizures of assets, no? Siyempre, kailangan mo muna patunayan at kailangan mong i-establish na indeed kay Rodrigo Duterte yan, no? At saka, kung gagamitin yan para, of course, mahirapan yung mga witnesses, continual perpetuation ng mga violence na yan, no? Pero based on at least the literature and the things that I've seen, hindi rin madalas na mag-issue ng seizure orders yung ICC.
Pero kung sakasakali, Pilipinas na mag-implement yan, wala na tayo sa ICC. So, mas maganda ba, paano pakikilusin kung sakasakali? In case the Philippines wants to cooperate, pero hindi naman siya part ng ICC.
Well, nothing stops the executive from actually cooperating with international organizations. As the chief architect of foreign policy, the president can cooperate consistently. Ito sa kasong sinayin ko nga before, yung Marcos versus Manglapus. Sa kaso ng Marcos versus Manglapus, si President Aquino, if maalala mo, si President Corazon Aquino, babalik yung mga Marcoses sa Pilipinas galing Hawaii. Ito yung mga panahon na magulo pa sa Pilipinas, ilang kudita ang kanyang hinarap. At sinabi ni President Aquino, even if you have the right to travel, you cannot come back to the Philippines. Mere executive fiat, kahit na constitutionally guaranteed yung right to travel. Ang sabi ng Supreme Court, the executive has awesome powers, prerogatives, especially when it comes to national security, no, and promoting public order and public welfare and peace, no, in the Philippines. So dahil nga dito, and he is also, let's remember that the president is also the chief architect of foreign policy. No one else can question how he executes foreign policy, no, ang presidente ng Pilipinas, except if there's a violation of domestic law or treaties. In this case, just because hindi tayo member ng international ng Rome Statute doesn't mean that the president cannot cooperate with that international organization. In the same manner na hindi tayo member ng European Union, can the president actually cooperate with European Union policies? Of course, the president can. Why? Because he's the chief architect of foreign policy. In the same manner na hindi tayo member, for example, hindi tayo member ng BRICS, pero merong BRICS conference and the Philippines would like to help. Can the Philippines cooperate? Of course, right? So even if we're not a member, if the president thinks that it is within our interest to cooperate, and then also consistent with his residual powers as the president, as it may be related with public policy, public security, national security, and public order, then it is within the prerogative of the president. So, kung may seizure of assets, I think it would be wise for the government to cooperate. Kasi kung sinasabi natin despot yan at mamamatay tao yan, at kailangan niya harapin yung kaso, or even if suspected pa lang, wala rin naman masamang i-freeze yung assets Kasi kung ma-free siya doon at ma-declare as acquitted and innocent, di balik mo yung assets. Di ba? Seizure pa lang naman ito. No? Seizure pa lang naman ito. Paano kung totoo nga? Totoo naman talaga. At least based on what we all saw as one nation. No? Na medyo nakakaano lang yung sinasabi nilang milyon-milyon daw ang niligtas niya. No? Libo-libo lang naman daw yung namatay. Una, ano yung datos? Saan nagaling yung datos na niligtas niya? Yung mga tao. You know? The streets were never safer during Duterte's time. And even if na meron kang feeling of safety, para ba sa feeling of safety mo, para you will feel warm and fluffy inside, papapatay na tayo ng mga inosente. I mean, it's not really justifiable for somebody to just feel warm and fluffy inside. Meron kang feeling of safety based on your subjective criteria. Automatically, okay na magpapatay ng tao. It's never okay. No? And we ought to treat life higher than that. Yung may dignity ba? No? Katulad na rin ng dignidad na ini-expect mo na i-accord kay President Duterte sa ICC.
Tsaka speaking of the assets, no, paano kung gamitin pa yung assets na yan para i-destabilize yung government or pabagsakin administration at least? Kahit paano ma-minimize yung ganong possibility?
Public order and public safety, no? And gusto ko rin nga sabihin dun sa mga supporters ni Pangulong Duterte, tandaan po natin na kayo po ang bumoto dito sa administrasyon na ito. Kayo naman ang bumoto, di ba? Dito, di ba? And you empowered the president to be the chief architect of foreign policy. You reap what you vote for.
Welcome to TeamSam TV, your channel for the latest news updates. Here, we break down the biggest stories from around the globe, covering everything from breaking news to politics. Whether you want to stay informed or just catch up on what's happening, we've got you covered. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on the latest news. Join the TeamSam TV family, and let's explore the world together, one update at a time.